this next music video is by a guy named Spencer Hatcher for his song When She Calls Me Cowboy. Don't know a whole lot about it, but I guess that's what we're here for. So let's jump into it. Okay, nice little callback to the title screens. I've made statements about that before. I love kind of the old school title screens. It gives it a nice starting point for a music video. In comparison to like back in the day, they'd have the information like right here in a small lower third that would have like the song title, the band or musician, the director of the music video, and then like the record label. And it's like, okay, cool, whatever. But these are a lot more chill and like cinematic almost in a lot of regards because they got that nice title screen. Okay.
When she calls me baby and we're all alone.
Okay, let's see if they introduce like a main character or something.
Well, that's a good sign. What's on her mind is getting close. And when she calls me darling, all wrapped up in my arms, and we're dancing in the kitchen candlelight.
See,
I can feel her.
A song like this is almost perfect for this style of music video. All they need to do is incorporate, like, because the song is very self-reflective, right? He's talking about him and his experiences. So all they really needed to do, and obviously they may jump into it because there's still like 3 minutes left in this music video, but having a handful of cutaway shots of him after the performance just flirting with a girl. Like they're at the bar chatting, flirting, doing their deal, or they're out on the dance floor dancing, or, you know, out by the car flirt, you know, like whatever it is. I feel like they didn't have to try too much harder to make this music video feel a lot more complete. But obviously, like I said, we're only 50 seconds in, and they may cut to that. It may just be taking them a second. So let's continue.
And all, one kiss, one song at a time.
Or hell, it doesn't.
But when she calls me cowboy,
it doesn't even have to be that crazy. Like it could literally be they could have picked out a couple in the crowd doing all those exact same things, and he's just kind of narrating the story. Like, you know, if they didn't want to do all that extra stuff.
Gets that look in her eye, says I better hold on tight. It's gonna be a good night. When she turns out the lights, that's her way of saying I need you right now, boy.
Oh,
when she calls me cowboy.
See? There he goes. All right. Fuck. See, I'm onto it. Like, the only thing is, now that you've proven what I'm saying is what you were trying to accomplish, I maybe would have tried to make it a little bit more clear that these two were going to be the main subjects of the story. I don't have an idea off the top of my head how you pull that off, but like at the beginning, you know, just like during the instrumental or something, I don't know, just because the way it came across originally, it was just like a performance video that had these random people that were just kind of together. But now we're at a minute and a half in, it's all starting to come together. So that makes sense. And now it takes everything that I critiqued a little bit ago and it's like, oh, yep, we're on it. Just wait, give it a few minutes. So sorry about that. I apologize.
All of hers knows how to rope me in. She can knock me right out of my boots with one touch of her hand.
Not gonna lie, I think I would have just kept him in the bar playing on the bar scene.
She comes walking down the hall in my old resistor and not much of anything else. There ain't no question why.
God damn it, when I'm good, I'm good. It's ridiculous.
I can't help myself. when she calls me cowboy, lets her hair fall down, boy, gets that look in her eye, says I better hold on tight.
Yeah, honestly, not gonna lie though,
Good night.
I think I would have just kept his performance in the bar with the band. And if you wanted to just have a couple of shots of them dancing in there, like all this other stuff is cool. With them out by the truck, it kind of progresses the narrative of falling in love, and I dig it. But like this shot right here, where he's performing in the scene, I personally don't need it, but I get why you put it there because it makes sense.
When she turns out the lights, that's her way of saying I need you right now, boy. When she calls me cowboy. Yeah, when she calls me cowboy and lets her hair fall down, boy, she gets that look in her eyes, says I better hold on tight. It's gonna be a good night. When she turns out the lights, that's her way of saying I need you right now, boy. Oh, when she calls me cowboy.
Yep. Music video is hitting on all the notes that it needed to hit on.
Cowboy.
Beautiful, beautiful. I mean, the only gripe that I had, like, once you got to the point, it was great. It was perfect. It's exactly where it needed to be. I feel like it took too long to get to the point, and not to the point of the song, but to the point of, you know, like, okay, these are our main characters. They're going to get together. They're the main subjects behind the story. Perfect. You know, you got there eventually. I would have moved that up to make it, or at least make it clearer that that's where you were building to, because the first minute 15, you had the performance shot of Spencer singing, doing his deal, which is great. I loved it. And then you had like the bar scenes of people just kind of like dancing together or whatever. I feel like there needed to be a moment in the first like 30 seconds to signify like, okay, these are the main characters. These are the people you need to focus on. And this is what the entire music video is going to be revolved around. Because the way it came across for like the first minute 15 was it was just going to be like a standard performance video, and there wasn't going to be any like visual representation of the narrative, which is fine. Had it stayed there, you had yourself a nice little performance video, and that's fine. Those do really well on YouTube. But since it was a music video, I love the fact that you went out and you made a more cinematic and did your thing there. I would have just gotten to the point a little bit quicker, or at least even before the music started, because if I remember correctly, it had a semi-prolonged intro, like instrumental intro. During that part, you show them both walking in at separate times or separate doors, just kind of think outside the box a little bit, watch them walking in, and then that subconsciously signifies like, okay, they're focused on these two characters. These are who I need to watch out for. These are who I need to pay attention to, and I'm sure you could have gone as simple or as in-depth as you wanted to with them, but I think it was something that needed to happen to make the music video a little bit more engaging. But, for what it is and how it sits right now, it's great, shot really well. The lighting was really cool. I like a little bit dark where people I don't want to say take chances with their music videos and the lighting and whatnot, because obviously shooting in the dark is really hard to do. But I think this one worked really well, especially with the vibe of the song and kind of the idea behind it, a darker setting works really well. So, but yeah, I mean, really good job. So fuck everything else that I said, you know, like, I mean, you did a really good job other than my couple of critiques, you know. Fuck, like the music videos are getting really good right now, which is great to see.